Hello everybody, this is part 2 of the vlogs, which I was supposed to do a while ago, but they're my vlogs, and so there's massive inconsistency. So today I'm going to be taking you guys out in the city and showing you how public transportation works. Shitty transition. First things first is you have to just ignore the really crappy lighting. I am a white person in a white room and it's just going to either hurt or be super dark. Second of all, you go get yourself a subway card to be able to get on the bus, and the subte. Subte is the subway. It's short for subterraneo, which means underground. That is so clever, right? So you get a subway card. They sell these at kiosks on the street, which are kind of like 7-Elevens without the gas stations. And places will either have a subway card or a machine to charge it, and never both. So you get that card and you go charge it there, or at like lottery places have it. A lot of places will have a sign that says "Código sube aquí," so like you can go in and charge it there. And you just go put some money on it and then you're free to use it. Once your card is charged, you are able to use them wherever you're going, whether it be the colectivo.
Squaniga. He charged me extra, what a dick.
Or the subte. That sign says to platforms, you walk up to it, you get your sube ready, and hopefully you don't run into anyone. And you do what she just did, and it lets you pass through sometimes. So she had a little bit of trouble, as you could tell. She was just being a little too quick. You need to be a little more patient. Put your card on the top, and then just let it pass through. The subte tends to run anywhere from 5 in the morning, usually on weekdays, a little later on the weekends, till about 9 at night. The times vary for each line, so there's a little bit of variation. The colectivo, the buses, technically are 24 hours, but I've had friends get or take the bus outside of the city into the metro area and then not be able to come back in. So it's a little safer just to assume that you shouldn't go there late at night, because you won't be able to get home without getting a taxi, and that'll be kind of expensive at that point. And I'll talk about taxis later when I'm talking about nightlife, but for now let's just talk more about the colectivo, the buses. So for the colectivo, there's about 251-ish lines. I just kind of like counted with my Guiate book, and there's literally just hundreds throughout the city. They go out to the city and the district area, the metro area of the city. And there's hundreds of buses, and they come all the time, all times a day. They're all 24 hours for outside of Buenos Aires. And you just stand at the spot in the street, and this is how you get on one. Signs will look like this, and they'll have a number saying what bus. Usually they stand in a line, and then they hail the bus like that. Here's a good example of a line. These people are waiting for this 108. The lady just stuck her hand out, looking like she was about to fly with one arm, and that's how you hail the bus. So basically your life just ends up being a whole lot of waiting, because they have like a very late sort of culture. So my life has just been a lot of this recently. Barbecue. Let me out. Ooh, let me out. Ooh, and then you're free. The bus has 3 increments for pricing. It starts at 3 pesos, 3 peso 25, and 3 peso 50. So you can get everywhere for less than 40 cents, and you can basically get everywhere on the buses. You just have to know where you're going. That's the only trouble. You either use that little book that I showed a second ago, and they have all the routes, and it'll tell you what like streets they go along. Or you can get this app called Buenos Aires Como Llego, which means Buenos Aires, how do I get there? And you type in your addresses and it tells you what to take, and that is a must-have in this city, because 250 lines. I ain't got time to learn all that and carry that book around. The phone is a little more handy, so I just Google stuff before I go out. It's basically Google Maps. It'll tell you bus lines, subte lines to take, if you need to walk, what blocks to walk. It's pretty much necessary to live, but you can get everywhere with the bus. The subte costs $4.50 a pop, so it's a flat rate for all trips along one line. There's the A line, B line, C, D, E, G, and H, I think. They're missing 2. Hold on, let me figure this out real quick. There's no G line, there's just A, B, C, D, E, and H. They're going to build an F and a G, I'm pretty sure is what our program director told us. Hey, Carmen. And they're going to build them to travel like the H, where they go north to south, I guess is what that would be in the city. You never know what direction you're facing here. but all the other lines kind of just travel parallel, and then the H intersects them all, so they're going to have more to help reduce the congestion of traffic, which although there isn't that much here, it's still going to help the city a lot to have 2 more lines. But personally, I don't travel by Soup Day very much. I don't live close to one, so it's difficult for me and it costs more. But if you live right next to one, they're super handy and they're super cool. I like to take the Soup Day anytime I have a chance. But overall, it's just such a solid system of public transportation. So I'm actually not going to want to drive when I go home because I'm just going to be so butthurt about not being here and having a bus stop outside my house. That's how awesome it is. And I'll talk more about like the drivers and the driving and traffic in another video, but I have to vary the videos up so you guys aren't too bored, and also I need to start filming them a little more consistently because I was supposed to be doing these weekly and I'm not, but that's okay. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace.